Well, Richard, it's obviously been a very tough time to be owning and running a football club, really. How would you assess where Harriers are at the moment?
From what we saw on Friday, what we've seen in pre-season training, the team are looking very enthusiastic. The quality is there. I think Jimmy and Russ have brought together a very, very strong team. We think, again, from goalkeeping to the attacking formation, looking very, very strong. So we're all very, very excited for the season ahead.
How tough has the last 16 months been in your role?
Being new to the club, it's been tough. It's been a very, very tough learning curve with sponsorship, with finances, which is the key to any football club, to have a solid foundation financially. The team and the board here have done very, very well to make sure we minimise any expenses. The team here as well have worked very much with furlough with us. It's been a really, really tough challenge, but we've had full support from all our staff, and we are a team, and I think the teamwork has really got us through it.
And the budget for the playing staff, has that had to be sort of, realistic, should we say, to say the least, given the circumstances?
Yeah, pre-COVID we set a realistic budget for the players, the playing staff, and we've continued that for this season. Again, Russ and Jimmy have not just brought a great team together, but they've also done it on budget as well. I think it's really, really important. We're not letting the budget run away with us. They're very focused on it, and to the penny they're there. So we're very, very happy that they're buying to where we are with the finances, and within time, hopefully, as we get bigger crowds and we get better finances, we can increase their budget. But at the moment, they're on budget, which is good.
You mentioned the sponsors. As we're speaking now, we just had the annual photo call, if you like, and the various sponsors came in. First of all, it looked like you got quite a few, which was good. And second of all, it was, I thought, very encouraging the way the players all applauded them when they stood up to leave. There's obviously a feeling there that they are sticking with the club.
Yeah, I think when we took over in October 2019, we've talked to a lot of companies, a lot of businesses. They've been uncertain through, obviously, the pandemic, through COVID, and they're all now starting to sort of like to move forward. And maybe they're not sponsoring us in monetary terms as big as we want them to, but they're all starting to contribute now, and we're on the momentum is definitely there now. And if we continue that momentum and continue to grow the more for us the involvement with sponsors. I think in the past sponsors have given money and haven't been involved. It's great that local businesses, the two key sponsors we've signed, which is Adam Hewitt and Five Star Winners and Doors. They're two very local guys, put a lot of money into the club, and they want to get involved with the club. They don't want just to be a sponsor, and I think that's key for what we're trying to do. So the sponsors are coming out of the woodwork, and if there's anybody out there obviously who wants to come forward and talk to us, that would be fantastic too.
You obviously talk to other chairmen around the league, other owners around the clubs within the league and probably the league above as well. What's the general feeling within non-league football, if you like, at this level as to how things are sitting?
Yeah, it's mixed. You've got a lot of teams with huge budgets, and benefactors are putting lots of money in, so their budgets are twice as much as ours. Will their team be twice as good as ours? We don't know. And there's other chairmen and owners of some teams have half the budget of Cleveland Harriers. So it's really going to be interesting. The financial impacts on some of the clubs have been quite large. Some of their benefactors have moved away. It seems that other clubs, the benefactors, have come from nowhere and put more money in. It's a real mix. From a budget perspective, from the bottom to the top is huge. Luckily we're in the middle, and as you know, we're going to try and do what we did last year and try and get in that top 7 and go for promotion.
Yeah, probably around the league there has to be a degree of realism, doesn't it, really? Because it's something of an unknown quantity. Squads will have changed so much in the last 16 months. No one quite knows who's going to be strong and who isn't, really.
Yeah, I think we see it in all levels of football, including the Premiership. You can throw a lot of money at players and squads, and they don't perform. It is about getting the right combination of players, and we're very lucky to have Jimmy and Russ, as our leaders, because they see things that we don't see. And then when the team comes together and they've got that backup in different roles as well, in different positions, it's exciting because they obviously know what they're doing, and they're nailing it, and we're very, very excited. Internally, we're very excited about this season, very excited with the budget we've got.
You've got Wolves under 23s or Wolves Academy side playing here again this time. That presumably is important for the club on a number of levels, really.
Absolutely. just to give you some levels of that, we've got our main sponsor. He came down a couple of times to behind closed doors to watch some PL2 games. Loved it. You know, we've had some very famous people here, which I won't mention, coming as well, and that has really fed the enthusiasm. Plus, the reach we have now for sponsors, with the Far East being huge for Wolves, and the reach then on YouTube and Wolves TV, etc., has really sparked some interest. And again, from our sponsorship perspective, that's really helped me talk to some CEOs, owners of businesses, and they can justify some money because there's a market there for them to do. And as I said, Wolves have helped us with the pitch. They've put a lot of money in. I think everyone's really proud of what we've got as a playing surface, and we want to develop it. So this is our second season with Wolves, but ultimately it's our first season because last year we couldn't do anything with them. So the season starts, I think, next week with Wolves and the PL2. Get some fans here. All the season ticket holders for Wolves get in here for free of charge. So we'd like to see them as well, and supporting obviously the grassroots of Wolves, as well as hopefully getting to come and watch Harriers as well. So it's a new relationship, and we're looking for a long-term relationship with them. But at the moment, everything looks fantastic.
Final one from me. I mean, clearly it's been a baptism of fire, should we say, to come in at a time when COVID's raging and there's no income really coming through the turnstiles. Long term, what are your hopes, what are your aims for Kidderminster Harriers?
Focus for me personally is to get a team of local business people like myself to come on the board. Lovely to see, you know, maybe 5 or 10 people all contributing, different skill sets as well on the board. For the football team to progress, it needs good financial. So we're hoping that the successful business people who want to come to the club and want to be involved with the club at board level, that's going to be my first task, and we're very lucky that we're on that journey. That will then give us sustainability financially. Really want to put a lot back into community as well. We have a number of community focuses which we want to deliver on as well. So really bring, in my opinion, football back to Kidderminster Harriers. I think it's been lost the last few years, and I think with everything we're doing at the moment in the football club and outside the football club will benefit the football club in the short, medium and long term. What we like to do in the short term obviously is get promoted. Will it happen this season or will it happen next season? I think we'll be disappointed if we don't get that over the next couple of seasons, but that's where we are.
Best of luck with it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.